Mic drop on the Lore Master.
History tells us that revolutions happen in battle. Whether it's the Battle of Gettysburg, the Battle of Waterloo, or the Battle of Hillsbrad, sometimes the only way to remain on top is to defeat the enemies. Today's new challengers are about to go into combat with Blizzard's historian supervisor, Sean Copeland. The man wrote Trivial Pursuit, the WoW edition, people. He knows everything. Which WoW fanatic will outlast the competition? And will the King of Lore be dethroned? Let's find out. This is Stump Sean. This is Stump Sean. I'm your host and game master, Melanie Johnson. Let's meet our three formidable players. First up, we have Matthew. Hello, Matthew. Matthew, it says here you remain as a level 60 Death Knight and that you have a family of cats.
Yes, so me and my wife have a blended family of 5 cats, and my 3 all have Warcraft names. There's Fandral, Chromie, and Anduin.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you for being on the show, Matthew. Best of luck.
Thank you.
And next up, we have Kyle. Hello, Kyle.
Hello.
Kyle, it says here your main is also a level 60 Death Knight, and you coincidentally also have a cat.
His name is Malfurion, which is actually the rival of Fandral.
What are the chances of that, and you two don't know each other?
Nope.
Are you just best friends now, or what?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I love a bromance. And last but not least, we have Justin. Hello, Justin.
Hello.
And it says here that your main is a level 60 Blood Elf Death Knight. Do you
Yes.
also have a cat by chance?
I do not have a cat, but I do have a dog.
Sean, what do we think of these 3 worthy opponents?
Well, we seem to have a lot of cat fans up here, but that means they have 9 lives and they're about to lose them all here.
Oh, mic drop on the Lore Master. We've yet to see anyone stump Sean, so I'm rooting for you guys. All right, without further ado, let's jump into our first round, which is Death by Trivia. A question will appear on the screen behind me. Every correct answer is worth 1 point. The first player who buzzes in will have the chance to answer from 4 multiple choice answers that will appear on the screen. If the answer is incorrect, the remaining 2 players can guess. Now there's only 10 questions this round, so if you think you know the answer, buzz in. Round 1 starts now. Question 1. Anomalous, Ormarok the Tree Shaper, and Karastraza can be found in which Northrend dungeon? Kyle, your answers to choose from are A, the Nexus, B, Gundrak, C, Ulduar, or D, Nexramas.
A, the Nexus.
That is correct. Question 2. What was the name of the powerful legendary weapon that could smite the undead with such force that it left only ashes? Kyle, A, Dustbringer, B, the Ashbringer, C, Armageddon, or D, Tashlak?
B, the Ashbringer.
That is correct. Question 3. What is the name of the Naru vessel occupied by the Draenei that crash landed on Azeroth? Kyle, your answers to choose from are A, Silvermoon City, B, Sunwell Plateau, C, the Exodar, or D, Teldrassil?
C, the Exodar.
That is correct. Question 4. Which of the following is not an enchanting component? Shadow Crystal, Void Crystal, Shaw Crystal, or Abyss Crystal? Matthew?
A, Shadow Crystal.
That is correct. Items with names featuring green lettering are of what rarity? Justin? Your answers to choose from are A, uncommon, B, unusual, C, rare, or D, unique.
A, uncommon.
That is correct. Question 6. Which is not a Kalimdor zone? Kyle, your answers to choose from are A, Decilis, B, Silithus, C, Mulgore, or D, Silverpine Forest.
B, Silithus.
That is incorrect. Matthew?
D, Silverpine Forest.
That is correct. Question 7. Which of the following is not a Spirit King encountered within Mogushan Vaults? Matthew? A, Fang the Accursed, B, Mang the Demented, C, Kiang the Merciless, or D, Subutai the Swift?
C, Kiang the Merciless.
That is incorrect. Is that Kyle?
D, Subutai the Swift.
That is incorrect. Justin?
B, Mang the Demented.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is A, Fang the Accursed. Question 8. Uther's tomb, final resting place of the paladin Uther Lightbringer, is located in which zone? Matthew, your answers to choose from are A, Loch Madan, B, Eastern Plaguelands, C, Western Plaguelands, or D, Hillsbrad?
Western Plaguelands.
That is correct. Question 9. Most of the Arakoa and Outland revere this being as their deity and claim he has returned to them. What is its name? Matthew, A, Gul'dan, B, R'hllak the Redeemed, C, Kirak the Awakened, or D, Turok?
D, Turok.
That is correct. And question 10. What cult is mainly comprised of non-undead minions that serve the Lich King? Kyle, your answers to choose from are A, Cult of the Reanimated, B, Cult of the Damned, C, Cult of the Undead, or D, Cult of Personality.
Be Cult of the Damned.
That is correct. Let's tally the scores. Matthew, you received 4 points. Kyle, you received 4 points. And Justin, you received 1 point. So unfortunately, Justin, you are eliminated from today's competition. Anything you'd like to say to Sean before you leave?
Have a great day. You as well, sir.
Have a wonderful day. Go hug your dog, Justin.
Thanks a lot.
Yes, thank you so much, Justin. Well, with our 2 cat-loving players left, we refresh the scoreboard back to 0, and let's go to round 2. Today's round 2 game is called Place the Music. Players will listen to a brief clip of a song and must guess which expansion the song is from. Each correct guess is worth 1 point, and there are 5 songs total. The player with the most points moves on to the final round. How you guys feeling? I hope you play with the sound on.
Yep, I'm really excited for this.
Nope.
Matthew, you seem ready to go. Kyle, you seem less so.
I play muted.
You play muted.
Yeah.
Well, this is gonna be interesting for you, huh?
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Let's play the first song. Kyle,
Vanilla.
that is incorrect. Matthew,
Warlords of Draenor.
that is incorrect. It was Burning Crusade. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next song. Kyle,
Cataclysm.
that is correct. Let's go to the next song. Matthew,
Battle for Azeroth.
that is incorrect. Kyle,
Wrath of Lich King.
that is incorrect. It was Shadowlands. Jogging your memory?
Just a little bit.
Smidge? Let's play the 4th song. Kyle,
Vanilla.
that is incorrect.
Legion.
That is incorrect. That was Battle for Azeroth. All right, let's hear the 5th song. Kyle,
Vanilla.
that is incorrect. Stop trying to make vanilla happen, Kyle. It's never gonna happen.
It's a passion of mine.
Matthew, would you like to hear it once more?
Yes, please.
Matthew?
Warlords of Draenor.
That is incorrect. It was Wrath of the Lich King. Let's tally up the scores. Matthew, you received 0 points. Kyle, you received 1 point. So that means you are advancing to the final quickfire round. And Matthew, unfortunately, you are eliminated today. Sean, any departing words for Matthew?
Unfortunately, it didn't pan out today. Thank you for being here, sir. We are better for you being here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Matthew. Our Stump Sean final round is a quickfire battle. I'll read a question, and the first player who buzzes will guess an answer. If it's incorrect, the other player may guess. We have 90 seconds to get through as many questions as possible. If our player, Kyle, outscores Lore Master Sean, he will take home the gorgeous Stump Sean trophy and have eternal bragging rights that he bested Blizzard's very own Einstein. How we feeling, Kyle?
Nervous.
Nervous?
Oh, yeah.
You don't seem nervous at all.
I play a little cool.
Oh, so cool. Sean, how do you feel?
He's big and intimidating, but this fun-sized historian's got it.
Fun-sized. I love it. Well, let's get started. 90 seconds on the clock. Time starts now. What is the name of the Eridar that tracked the Draenei to Draenor for the Burning Legion? Sean?
Talgath.
That is correct. Garona Halfrison is indeed half-orc. What race contributes to her other half? Kyle?
Draenei.
That is correct. What was the name of the former leader of the Kirin Tor and husband to Varisa Windrunner? Sean?
Ronan Redhair.
That is correct. Orgrimmar is located in which Kalimdor zone? Sean?
Duratar.
That is correct. Which elder of the Frostwolf clan was Thrall's mentor, teaching him the ways of the shaman? Sean?
Drekthar.
That is correct. Which Naxxramas boss encounter requires players to dance to avoid ground eruptions? Kyle?
Hagen the Unclean.
That is correct. How many classes only have DPS specializations? Kyle?
6.
That is incorrect. Sean?
4.
That is correct. What is the name of the giant abomination found in the construct quarter of Naxxramas? Kyle?
Patchwork.
That is correct. Which boss needs to be defeated in order to obtain the Untamed Blade? Sean?
Razorgore.
That is correct. Which boss drops the Cloak of the Fallen Cardinal? Sean?
Scourgelord Tyrannus.
That is correct. Mercurial vestments are a raid tier set for which class? Sean?
Priest.
That is correct. The Lakari tar pits can be found in which jungle zone? Kyle?
Angora.
That is correct. The Avengers of Hijal faction is associated with which raid instance? Sean?
The Firelands.
That is correct. What was the name of the demon that hurtled Gul'dan through the Black Gate? Kyle?
Kil'jaeden.
That is incorrect. Sean.
Archimon.
That is correct. Time is up. Let's tally the scores.
Yes!
You are so good.
Dude, holy
Yeah.
hell. Can I give you a hug, man? Holy hell. Oh, man.
Kyle, you received 4 points. Sean, you received 10 points. Unfortunately, Kyle, you did not stump Sean today, but you were a worthy opponent. How do you feel?
It was a blast. Thank you,
Right.
sir.
Thank you.
Sean, any departing words for Kyle?
Kyle was a fierce competitor. Not just that, he was an amazing contestant. Thank you so much for being here, sir.
Thank you.
What an exhilarating battle. Thanks for watching Stump Sean.
Hey, you like that windbreaker? For the Horde!
For the Horde.
For Azeroth.
For Azeroth.
Final countdown, you guys made it. Thank you so much for your time. I mean, you guys drove all the way out here and to have a little bit of fun, so I appreciate you. And
Do we get to take a picture in the chair?
hell yeah.
Has everyone jumped into Dragonflight, World of Warcraft's latest expansion? If not, what are you still doing here? Go, play.